Hey guys, Mr. Stamkos here. Alright, for real. What is up, everyone? Mr. Stamkos here. Um, but yeah, I didn't wake up too long ago. It's Saturday, 12:57. Woke up at like 10:30, so not too long ago, but pretty long ago. But I want to talk about who I think the New Jersey Devils are going to take number one. And this is really whoever you think. It's kind of opinion based at this point for who people think the Devils are going to take number one. They have the number one pick, and it's between Hughes and Kakko. Now, the overall best choice for the Devils is Jack Hughes. He's has the highest ceiling in the draft. He had an outstanding season in the U.S. development program with Cole Caulfield, help him get 72 goals, breaking Phil Kessel's record for goals in the U.S. NDP or whatever. And Cole Caulfield's a top 10 prospect in my opinion. I have him going to Anaheim personally, but I'm going to come out with my mock draft in the next few days from 1 to 10, maybe 1 to 15, I don't know. But it's really hard to go past pick 5 because there's just so many players that could go here and there and whatever, so. But that's not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is Hughes or Kakko to the Devils. And I've said this countless times to my friends and everything, and I personally think Jack Hughes is going to not go first. I think that the Devils should take Kaapo Kakko unless they maybe want to move Nico Hischier or have him play as a second line center, which I don't think is very smart. It's really a weird spot for the Devils because they got the number one pick 2 years ago in 2017. They took Nico Hischier with the first overall pick. I could argue that the 2017 draft was a bit of a weak draft. Not a lot of talent, huge talent coming from that draft. A few guys like Pedersen, Middlestat, Cal McCarr coming from that draft so far, but I honestly think that Patrick Hischier in that draft aren't going to be the best players coming out of that draft. I honestly think that they're going to be top 10, but not the best. Not the best. So, it's a really weird spot for the Devils coming into this draft since they already have that number one center guy, Nico Hischier, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to give up on him just yet and play him as low as the second line center, which I think next year is going to be really big for Nico Hischier if they take Jack Hughes, which he will probably be the second line center coming into next season, Jack Hughes. But I think that if Nico Hischier shows that he can be a number one center, get 60 to 70 points. I know there's been rumors about Taylor Hall leaving, he has an expiring contract, I believe, so he might be leaving. And if Taylor Hall leaves, then I think Kaapo Kakko is really needed there. You can also do something that, you can move Hischier off to the wing or something and take Jack Hughes and have him as your center. That could also work. I think if they do take Jack Hughes and Taylor Hall leaves, even if he stays, you want to move one of those guys off to the wing side to play. But there's some flexibility, but it's also a really weird kind of talk because the Rangers are going to take whoever New Jersey doesn't pick, so I mean, it's pretty obvious who they're taking, one or the other for both teams. And really, after the top two picks, it's a little bit more iffy. At the 3 spot, you got Byram, you got Turcotte, Podkolzin, guys like that who could all go in the 3 spot. But, if I had to choose between Hughes and Kakko to go number one to the Devils, I think the safe pick would be Jack Hughes, just because he is overall the best player, the highest ceiling. But if we're going on what would make more sense for the Devils with the current team they have, it would be Kaapo Kakko. So, I mean, Kakko had a fantastic season, so did Hughes. Kakko basically led Finland to the World Championship title this year over Team Canada. Big upset. Absolutely amazing World Championship by them. I wanted Sweden to win, obviously, but three-peats. There's like a curse with three-peats in the NHL. I might make a video on that. We'll see. But it's really tough, you know. But my number one pick, the New Jersey Devils, are proud to select Jack Hughes. I think Jack Hughes is going number one to the Devils. Kaapo Kakko would make much more sense if they're trying to build, you know, if they're trying to make a pick that makes more sense without having to move guys over to the wing or whatever. But Jack Hughes, I think, has the best potential in this draft, obviously. Kaapo Kakko is definitely much more NHL ready by the looks of things. He'll probably reach his ceiling before Hughes does, but Hughes will probably have a higher ceiling than Kaapo Kakko. I don't think he's going to be a McDavid-level player or a Crosby-level player. I think that Jack Hughes can be a guy who comes into the league kind of like a Henrik Sedin almost. Kind of that playmaker guy who can get, or a Joe Thornton, except better. I think he can get 30 goals, maybe 40 goals a season, but I think he can definitely notch 40 to 60, maybe 70 assists a season easily. I think he's a guy who will have multiple 100-point seasons. And, you know, I think Kaapo Kakko will also have those 100-point seasons, but I think he's going to be more of that 30-30 type player where 50-50, you know, where he gets 50 goals, 50 assists. I think he's going to be more of that two-way guy. He has the NHL frame. Hughes needs to kind of work on his frame a bit, but both these guys are spectacular. Tell me who you think is going to go number one down in those comments below. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to this community. Have some other awesome hockey videos on this channel, and I'm going to be coming out with more soon. I know it's been a little bit since I've made a proper video, but I just have been busy with school. As you know, summer break will... I'm going through a bit of a move right now, some rough changes, but I'll try to get some videos out for the summer. Much more, maybe 2 a week, 3 a week, depends on the situation that I'm in. So, anyways, Jack Hughes is my number one pick this year in the 2019 draft. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. But for now, bye.